This guy has certain Stan accounts as well. Herbert is certainly one of them.
Herbert definitely is. Herbert's my favorite quarterback. I've said that.
Bro, we've seen 2 weeks in a row where he's missed throws. Can we at least agree on that?
What quarterback does it?
And look, you can't even say, well, yeah, he's missed shit. You answered about other quarterbacks.
I said what quarterback does? Yes, they all do it. But Herbert has shown more great games than he has bad games.
I'm saying, JC, perhaps they could have won ball games if it weren't for the throws he missed.
Thank you. Preach, Ragu.
All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show, where we are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. Here are my wonderful brothers and co-hosts once again, man. This is episode 73. It was supposed to be episode 74, but we'll get to that later. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So without further ado, man, let's get straight into it. We got a lot to get into today, and we got some basketball to watch. Seeing as NBA is back, that's why my energy is so damn high. So,
Denver's winning.
So first off, let's get to it, man. We got my OG, the big dog, one of my mentors, my guy Daryl Dunning, aka the Big Ragu. What's going on, man?
What up, man? Let's get it.
And then we got my guy who's literally living up to his name today from the So Icy gang, Tatted Like a Biker gang, live from the Tatted gang, my guy Andre the Sports Junkie.
Yes, sir. We at the shop today, and it's Podcast Tuesday.
Hey, let's get it. Then we got my brother, man, one of the greatest superstars, one of the greatest brilliant minds, all that good spit, man. Live from the 702. My guy, the incredible Isaiah Anthony of the Ant Hill Productions. I know you had a tough weekend, man. Talk to me, man.
No words. Just
And both had no quarterback. They're starters.
Damn.
no words. I have no words.
All right, so I guess we no sense of stalling. Let's just get right to the spits, right?
Yeah, might as well.
How about we gonna start with your real team, okay? We'll go Thursday night football. Your real team. We gonna go Jags and Saints.
So I was
game
correct.
I was very disappointed in. I really wanted my guy Carr and the boys Thomas and Olave and Kamara, and I wanted them to go get that, man.
Yo, guy, Carr.
They was all my guys that day.
All of a sudden, Carr his guy. Anyways,
all them niggas was my guys that day, except for that bum tight end who ruined the effing game. But everybody else,
Carr
was my guys, man.
Oh my God.
like I told you before, Jags ripped off 3 straight against. Here we are, some solid teams. You had the Bills. Who else did they beat? Falcons. Falcons, the Saints, but they have 5 solid wins, so they're leading their division. They're putting themselves in good position, 1 game behind Kansas City for leading in the AFC overall. So the Saints are not a good football team. The Saints are not a good football team. I said this before, that the team coming out of that division will have a losing record, and it's looking like that they are proving my point day in and day out. This division is not a good one.
At all.
Hey, Ragu, it looks like Derek Carr did exactly what you was talking about the other day.
That's exactly what I was going to say, bro. So, and they come back right from all them points down, and he throws for all them yards. Only one touchdown.
Really two, but you know.
Yeah, the guy he should have caught that. I mean, but you know, man, they shouldn't even been all behind like that. He wasn't playing good.
That's true.
At first.
That's true.
I was watching that game kind of. So
yeah. But like you said, Ragu, we done lived that for the last 8-9 years where
he's been doing that type of spit.
Yeah, it's the same.
Like I said, post 2016, that's when he really started doing that, where he was playing conservative the whole game, and then once you got nothing to lose because you're down 2 or 3 scores, now you want to start, taking some chances, throwing it deep, and it's just like, bro, it was just at start the game out. So
yeah, there were a few times that he missed some targets too that were pretty. I was like, put the ball in the hand, man.
Definitely, if he misses some targets at that point, he's definitely not throwing it deep. But shout out Trigger Trav. You got another dub under your belt, my boy. 5-2. What Goldilocks sitting at?
Oh my gosh. We'll get to that. It definitely ain't because of him.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Atlanta, Tampa Bay.
Anybody actually watch that game? Because I didn't.
Red zone.
That was that's the exact division you was just talking about that ain't very good. And yeah, it looked like it was the battle of the sorry.
Red zone channel.
Only people I was watching that is people that got fantasy people involved with the game and needed to check something out one time.
Which I have Mike Evans in a couple leagues, so you're right about that. And it wasn't a bad game, no?
Nah, it definitely wasn't. But
16-13, but it was just a little slow.
Atlanta did some good things in the game. Just wasn't quite
this game?
So what?
The Bucks.
Oh, so the Bucks won. Okay.
No, the Falcons won.
Oh, the Falcons won.
Yeah, 16-13.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And they both did excellent on third down.
Yeah, it's been weird, like seeing some of the games that niggas be dropping and then they turn around and like, I don't know what's been going on.
Any given Sunday.
Ragu was saying like a couple weeks ago he felt that was a Vegas weekend. I felt like this right here was a true Vegas weekend.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah, it was a couple question marks in there this week.
But yeah, it sounds like y'all don't want to spend a lot of time on that one. So,
that was one that really, it wasn't really a lot to talk about.
It was underwhelming. I get it.
Yeah. It was a football game. What they do?
You got Ritter and Baker Mayfield. It's like, what much can you say regarding that? Now, I don't mean to do this to y'all this early, but you got Raiders in Chicago.
You want to go first, Ragu, or should I?
I mean, I'll start.
Go ahead, sir.
The first thing off the page that was glaring, we couldn't stop the motherfuckers from running. So before I can even get to any offense or what McDaniels did or didn't do or what the Hoyer did or didn't do, we couldn't stop the Bears from running with a second team or maybe even third team running back.
That's what I was wondering with you, because you was just like proud of how they've been, how they've been on defense after the last couple, and then they come out like that with the practice squad Bears. I'm like, I was wondering what your thought process.
I started to tweet before the game that I was couldn't wait to see the Raiders play D today. I'm so glad I didn't do that shit.
Yeah, you got like a third string QB, third string running back, all time.
Bro, and we could not get it done. We couldn't stop him from running. So then, truly in football, when you can run on offense, everything, it makes all the other plays work in the playbook. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
everything has to be honored and shit. You looking at formations and trying to guess now because they keep gashing you with the run. They ran for 173 yards against the Raiders on Sunday. And to me, that was the biggest takeaway. Besides, the further incompetence of the offense, which was to be expected somewhat because Hoyer was starting. We should have started the rookie, I feel like. Hoyer missed some throws. He missed some wide open people, maybe for touchdown. I still think the run is getting tipped. Just a stinker of a fucking performance, bro.
Yeah.
Just a turd. You feel me? They went out there and
it was a gimme game. Like if there was any
they went out there and
chance
shit it
at
down
some
their
type of,
leg.
you know what I'm saying?
They had.
I don't want to
it
say
just-
wild card or nothing, but if there was any slither of a chance at that, there was a chance to go above 500 and
Only
drop
thing
to
that
a team like
slithered
that
was
is
the
crazy.
doo-doo that ran down their leg from the performance that they fucking put up. What you got on that, Isaiah? What did you see?
Nigga, do you got notes in front of you?
Embarrassment. That is exactly what the hell that is. Embarrassment. Firstly,
You sick and tired of being sick and tired?
I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I can't even take it anymore. People talking about be patient. No, I'm not going to be patient. I see it in this guy's eyes.
No, we've been patient. Shit,
This
we've been
team
patient.
is not.
Isaiah, how do you do it, man? It's been a long time.
Hold on, because now I'm really pissed off. When I'm yelling, I'm just a little bit upset. But now I'm really pissed off.
Yeah. It's like,
This team
yeah, I get what you mean.
This team is unprepared.
It's like the picture they say of the girl who laid the nigga clothes out all neatly versus the one where the clothes was out everywhere scattered. It was like, that's the nigga that still got a chance. The one who folded it neatly, oh yeah, she's done. I think that's the stage you at.
This team is unprepared, unmotivated, unqualified, undignified,
Yeesh.
and lacking leadership at the head coaching position and ownership position to be an NFL team.
Goodness gracious.
What I saw Sunday, I'm thinking, okay, all right, Hoyer starting. Even with Hoyer starting, there's no reason we shouldn't put up 28 points. We'll finally crack 20. Maybe that'll get some rust up. Bro, this guy is an offensive-minded coach. Brady,
Allegedly.
yeah, that's all I was going to say. Allegedly, supposedly. What Brady has done
Dre, you muted, right?
For what Brady has done for the careers of Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels is astounding. Astounding. Because there is no way that this incompetent jackass is qualified to be a head coach. So there's no way, based upon us not scoring 20 points in 9 of our last 10 games.
And Brian Flores can't get a job.
There is no way. Look at me. There is no way he's even qualified to be an offensive coordinator. Listen here. I want you to understand what this man has done during his tenure here in Las Vegas. So firstly,
Oakland / Las Vegas? Or you just saying? Oh, you just saying Vegas?
No, he's
Yeah.
only been in Vegas.
Yeah, he's only been in Vegas. Josh is only been in Vegas.
All right. I'm thinking about the fucking owner. My bad. I'm on some other shit. Go ahead.
This is Josh McDaniels' fabulous resume. 5 double-digit blown leads.
Ooh,
That was all last year. Remember that?
there's franchises that don't have that many. But go ahead.
Lost to a high school coach. They hired Jeff Saturday off a high school sideline in which he hadn't won a game.
After he told y'all that y'all trash.
Lost to Baker Mayfield, who had been traded to the Rams 3 days prior. Didn't even practice with the team. Just
Talk your talk.
just looked at the playbook real quick and said, okay, you got to find the open guy. We can't really, just go in the huddle and say this and they'll know what you do.
Gave up a 98-yard game-winning drive with no timeout.
On Sunday, this last game, lost to a Division II quarterback who was not drafted, mind you.
I watched that game and I still don't know who that nigga is.
Hold on, but let me say this. The kid's got a little bit of game. I'll definitely give him that. And like we said, he has failed to score 20 points in the last. He's failed to score 20 points 9 out of the last 10 games. 20 points for an offensive-minded coach, allegedly. This is, bro, I'm so tired. Like, bro, can I get an owner, GM, and head coach with a staff who is all aligned, who all knows, okay, these are the type of players that we need to set a foundation and win ball games and get the franchise to where we need to be. Because you're up here celebrating the Las Vegas Aces winning. Firstly, let me say shout out to the girls going back to back for the first time in 20 years, I believe that is. But damn it, bro, fuck. Let go of the Raiders, bro. Let go of the Raiders, bro. You can't run an NFL franchise. Let go of the Raiders. It's not gonna happen, but he needs to let go of the Raiders.
So what about the part of everything y'all mentioned about that team and the guys that's out there of them giving up 30 to that said squad?
Well, when the D tackle that's supposed to be in your team is in Philly, because he got drafted. He got drafted 9th overall, and you drafted 7th in a position of need, and you chose to not draft this guy, and you even had Chandler Jones at the time, and you had no idea that he was going to do what he did, so you can't use that as an excuse. And they just ran on us, bro. I don't know if y'all watched it, but they'll tell you
the guy that's on your fantasy team that you decided not to start went off.
They talk about the dude, the Division II quarterback dude, but the story was the run. I'm telling you, all the play action, all that little bootleg shit that they had that guy doing.
But the quarterback was using his legs too, though.
I mean, but it was off bootleg action because we was trying to press up and stop that run that we could not stop. Trayvon Merrick made so many tackles, man. I don't have the stats. I'm gonna look it up. He had way too many tackles at safety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a combination of the not being able to stop the run and then further incompetence on offense.
I seen the Eagles just traded for Kevin Byard, if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking how does a team that don't need a safety trade for him, but a team like y'all who can definitely use that.
We don't need a safety.
Trayvon Byard had 7 tackles. He had 7 tackles on Sunday.
That's too many. We don't need a safety. I'm not saying our safety is not good. I'm saying he shouldn't be tackling the running back that many times, bro. That means you feel me? He's getting to the third level.
Everybody else,
yeah. No, we got Marcus Epps from Philly. So really right now with Bayard, they're just replacing Marcus Epps. That's all they're doing. But shout out to Howie Roseman, man. He's the best at that shit. He's the best in the business.
I'm not gonna lie, Marcus Epps, boy, you looking real Jonathan Abrams this Sunday, boy.
I ain't nah. Oh, this Sunday? Yeah, hard.
Like,
I was gonna say overall, no, he's been way better than Abrams overall.
I ain't gonna lie, buddy. If I get another performance like that up out you, my boy, you gonna be on that fraud list.
I don't really know how, and I gotta watch the all 22, but I can't put it on no DBs except that. Hold on, let me say it like this first. I can't put it on DBs. It was the run was the problem. However, I am mad at the overall effort from Marcus Peters, bro, and I'm ready to move on.
If you about to get Dre started.
If it was my team, I would cut him.
He's just a bum.
Stealing money. What?
He's a disgrace to the NFL.
He doesn't try hard. He doesn't play hard, bro. He doesn't even play hard.
Stealing money, what he's doing, bro. Stealing.
Hey, look,
money.
hey, Ant, I would rather roll with Hobbs when he come back, Amik, and the rookie, bro.
Yeah. Because what I saw from his tackling effort, you'd be better off having me out there at corner trying to tackle. Like, I'm being so.
He's stealing money. You said it, man. You said it, man.
Great.
And the coaches, they shouldn't keep allowing that shit. They see the shit we see. Fuck.
Dre, what's your
Oh no, hold on. My bad, JC. Isaiah. 37. So Amik, 37. And the rookie. We don't even need Hobbs to get healthy. Get that motherfucker out of here, man.
I agree.
Amik, number 37. I can't forget his fucking name right now. Hall, I think his name is. And Jacorian Bennett, number 0. Let's just roll with that. Fuck that. Just stealing this man money. The coaches letting him do it. That's how you know the coaches is Mickey. They letting him play like that.
I mean, you're not lying. At some point, you have to ask, what like Devontae Adams said, bro. We are not doing the things that's building a culture that is a winning culture around here, like developing winning ways. Because, like, yeah, you got certain players who are doing it, like, Josh, Max, Devontae, those type of guys. But then like when you have winning culture, a winning team, a standard that has been set before they even come in, like the Chiefs, like the Eagles, like the 49ers, shit, even like the Cowboys. Damn, I hate to say it, but goodness fucking gracious, what them boy, the product that is being put out on the field on a week-to-week basis is not a good one at all. It's not a good one at all. I'm sick and tired of it.
So let's talk business real quick. We might as well trade Josh, bro, right now.
You might well tear the whole damn thing down and just keep Max.
I'll take him.
Hey, man, call less. Call less. Y'all ain't got no damn picks though.
We try,
JC.
We got picks now. We got picks now.
Man, give us a second rounder.
Still with Ramsey and all that, because we got a clean slate. We finally have an offseason where we will have first round picks.
Listen, man, give us a second rounder for Josh, and he'll be there. He'll play Sunday for you guys.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think we were close to snatching up JT, but I don't know what. Well, I think they ended up just paying him.
And I love you, Josh, but they not gonna pay you next year, so you might as well get a head start, bro. And then go somewhere where they not keying the run, and you can actually have a decent rest of the year, bro. I'm serious too. I'm trade him, man. Trade.
So I think you feel the same way about Tay then.
Nah. Tay is under a contract. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Tay can stay for Caleb or whoever. Whoever. I think Tennessee is going for Caleb at this point.
Yeah, probably.
I was in the barbershop. I heard they was talking to the Cowboys about Big Boy.
It just seems, like I said, I just don't know how much longer Devontae might put up with it. I don't know how much longer Max might put up with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually.
Max will not resign, I would imagine. And he only got one more year under that deal he just signed. So if we're not winning by the end of this year, Max, we'll be standing here next year at this time saying we should trade Max before he leaves for nothing.
Dre, what's your non-Raider fan take on that game?
There's a lot. The fact that number one, you have to score more than 12 points when you're playing a team that's under 500 first and foremost.
Bro, I don't even count the 12. Let's be honest. That last 6 was garbage time. So we had 6.
Yeah,
bro. We had 6.
And can we please, Isaiah and Ragu, can you answer this? Why is it? I'm looking at third down conversions. Bro, 2 for 9 compared to the Bears 8 for 13. If you can't keep your drives moving, then it's going to become hard to win a game if you're not converting those key third downs. Now, granted, they went 2 for 2 on fourth, but they got to be more effective.
When you consistently 35, 36, 37, right? Mm-hmm. That's what fucking happens, bro, because your run is getting keyed. You're getting TFL'd on first down. You're throwing incomplete or you're getting 3 yards on second down. You feel me? Now it's 3rd and 8.
But then
you got a backup Q in. So that's what happened.
It's crazy how well Jacoby been playing for y'all though.
Hoyer went 17 for 32.
I did.
He completed 17 passes on 32 attempts for $129, 2 picks. Like that's not winning football.
That's high school shit. Sounding numbers.
Yeah, middle school. Fuck that.
And not even a good high school Q. Somebody that's
that's middle school.
I mean, this is awful, bro. And I don't know what they was thinking about at QB unless they on the tank mission. This is a terrible QB room. They knew Jimmy G was fragile, and this is what we have coming in. We don't start a rookie. They start a rookie from Division II and what part? It's just man, it's fucking disgusting, bro. And we couldn't stop that run. So defense, don't think that you're off the hook at all. I saw the fucking tape.
Well, that's said about those guys. Think y'all got y'all spit off. We'll go to I think this was one of the most high scoring games we've seen in a minute. We got the Browns and Colts.
That was a back and forth game, bro. Yeah. That was a really good game. Shout out to PJ Walker, by the way.
It was a really good game, but we've seen a lot of terrible quarterback play. I think what it came down to was Ragu's guy who's been raving about all season. I think the world finally seen that spit on Sunday. Myles Garrett is playing like one of the best players in the league right now. Like top 5 type split.
Man, thank you.
That's who that game came down to because PJ, I don't know if Watson's gonna be out next game, but if PJ Walker is starting, PJ Walker might be the worst starting quarterback in the league right now. That split was awful. I was wondering why Carolina didn't keep him as the backup. That's
but now you see why.
God awful.
I mean, that kid is unblockable.
And y'all talking about a run game carrying some niggas. That's what that Browns game was. That run game is what carried them home. Literally down to the last 10, 15 seconds. Literally. And the defense.
You love to see that. You know the O-line is strong, bro. Like them dudes are literally strong up there. Our O-line is not so much. And it's guys that they picked too. So,
another takeaway is JT, seemed like he getting his win back under him. He had 100 from scrimmage. and a tutty. So yeah, I'm glad to see that.
I kept looking at that game like, who is this? The Elvis was throwing me off, bro. I
well,
swear
with the black.
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, what team is that? Said that to myself like 3-4 times. Like, damn. Then I finally realized that's the Colts got that shit on.
And maybe I'm going in on PJ too because of how he did my boy Amari, who I got on my team this year. But
yeah, I do too. And it's gonna be up and down for him.
yeah, because the quarterback is effing up and down. But I know PJ ain't it though. They better off having that rookie back in that they had that they just had a week or two ago.
No, there was some inconsistent play.
So it's a trip that for that job, I guess age bracket 21 to 40 plus, male, 5'10", 6 feet and up. Anybody on the planet, the job is available to. And it's just amazing to me. Not only are there not 32, but there's nowhere near 64.
Yeah,
guys.
for sure.
Sure. On the planet, bro, on the entire planet that could do this shit. It amazes me because sometimes these backups that go in these games, you be like, what the fuck? Like this guy beat out somebody
exactly.
in camp?
Exactly.
Like, fuck, who was that cat?
Exactly. And again, it's like another thing that we've, that's become more prominent is these backups are becoming damn near just as important as the starters because as we know, it's a team sport. So it's not just all relying on the quarterback. So even if you have everything you need, at least if you have somebody competent enough to carry you through like a Nick Foles, you might still have some action. And I mean, even the Rams almost did that split like a couple years ago.
Is it the toughest job? Not only in sports, but I'm talking jobs. Period. You get paid well, so maybe because of the high pay.
Not gonna go that far.
Yeah, because of the pay, it puts it in a different light. But just think if they was out there getting regular money for that.
Yeah, and it's also probably the most number one like scapegoated job too. Like, how many times have you seen a quarterback playing well, but they're losing? So it's just like, get rid of him. It's all him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they get a lot of praise when it goes good too.
That's the flip side of it. That's the flip side.
Some people will say,
well, not always,
because team.
I mean, look what Purdy's going through right now. So not always.
But some folks, some of my brothers here will even say that it's a system thing. And anyway, we'll go. We're not going to go all in it.
Yeah, that's a whole episode.
Yeah, it is. But they do get praise.
But shout out to the team I got going to the AFC Championship, sitting at 4-2.
Sometimes they get undue praise for winning as well. Yeah. Who is that? Who are you talking about?
I chose Cleveland last January to go to the AFC Championship this season.
On the prediction show as well, you did that?
And on the prediction episode.
All right. Good for you.
Damn,
it's been quite a few times I said it.
Good for you.
He's wrong, but he didn't.
He's a lot of confidence, man.
Hey, man.
You're better
looks
off
like
choosing
only
Trigger
2
Trev than the
teams are going to go
Jaguars.
from the North. And the North is just as interesting as we thought it was going to be.
For sure. Especially with nobody expecting the Bengals to play as bad as they have. But I think as bad as they played, their record still isn't as bad as they've actually looked. Which is the crazy part. They still in the mix.
They're either 3-3 or 4-3, one or two.
Yeah, they're 3-4 or 4-3. It's one of the two. We got the Washington Communist Party and the Giants.
Bro, that was such a boring game, bro. Like that game really ended 14-7. That was
Yeah,
all.
I don't know how
bro.
Washington dropped that one, man. Like
And-
if you trying to really make a wild card run, you gotta take care of games like that.
And that's the shit that'll get Riverboat fired. Games like that, man.
Yeah.
You want to know what's crazy too? Washington won after going 1 for 15 on third down. What type of shit? And 1 for 3 in the red zone. And 3 turnovers.
That was
Not to
ridiculous.
mention-
But it was another case of not being able to stop the run as well. And they had Tyrod Taylor looking like he liked that. I mean,
But he's
I don't know
not.
what that spit was about.
I mean, Tyrod Taylor had been a starter in this league, though. Like, let's not forget that, though. I'm not saying that he was the greatest starter in this
Absolutely,
league or
absolutely.
anything like that, but he wasn't as awful.
It's not your typical backup, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, at his best, he did what he did. He game managed
Didn't he have-
a couple
Didn't he have an
touchdowns
injury too?
and got the dub.
But that's what I'm saying. He game managed with this roster. That's on Washington, especially with that pass rush they got.
I mean, he hasn't played on pretty great teams. Usually all his teams have been pretty bad, so he used to this.
Nigga gave Waller his best game of the season.
No, Waller's happy. Shit.
But it sounds like one of them games that we're not gonna spend a lot of time on.
Is it the Lions?
It ain't much to talk about. You know, backup Q, not a lot of scoring.
Your boy Sam Howell.
Sam Howlitzer.
They gotta get him some protection, man. He's been sacked like 40
Yeah,
times.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that line was dog water that game for sure. Like I'm talking about, this nigga didn't even have 2 seconds. It seemed like.
So when they go 1-against-1, you know they are destroying the O-line, I would imagine. Like, how is the O-line not better than that with the D-line that they have? I don't understand how teams have good D-line and not a good O-line. Like the Raiders, we don't have a good O-line or D-line. You feel me? And that it bears out. Like the Niners, for example, those guys on offense have to block that D-line on 1-versus-1. So you can't help but get better.
Iron does sharpen iron, but iron also kills the weak, Ragu.
Yeah, it's fucking Washington.
Damn.
I would hate to see practices. They probably got to put the second team in just to get practice in. The line is terrible.
May not necessarily be a Vegas game right here, but definitely one that nobody saw coming. Detroit and Baltimore.
Bro, that was crazy.
Seemingly one of the hottest teams in the league right now. And
Right. Respect
got dog
that man.
ball.
Respect that man.
yeah, and shout out to my guy Lamar, man.
Yeah, I was just praising the Lions, but damn, holy moly, bro.
Bro,
I'm not gonna say- obviously,
And it was with the passing yards too. He threw for over 300, three
Hey,
plus
look here.
touchdowns.
Look here, man. My boy say, y'all hot? Let me show you. Let me put some down some fucking water on y'all shit.
Yeah.
You know, he was ready for him. It was like an ambush damn near.
and that was nice to see them play as a well-oiled team too. That was really nice to see. Like they
Jared
were
Goff-
really
Jared Goff had a game where he was looking real
fraudulent.
certain Rams games, Jared
Oh.
Golfish. He
Hey,
went back.
Trey, I saw some good stuff too on offense, some new stuff from the new offense, and also Ravens played great D, man. We
Oh
talked
yeah,
about
absolutely. But I've been saying that, like, that's always been there. That's always gonna be there type shit. You know what I'm saying?
was
That's
very
why I
noticeable
believe in him the
Sunday.
way I do. Because it damn sure ain't because of the offense. So
Look, literally nobody was open. bro. Like, even if somebody was open enough to catch a pass, they were tackled immediately. And I'm talking about all game long.
Well, St. Brown still went crazy though, but yeah, I mean, you're right though.
Yeah, but he didn't get a bunch of run after. And I like when St. Brown goes. I got St. Brown.
Yeah, I think the Lions will be all right, but Baltimore asserted themselves as a team to watch.
Well, the Lions will get right this week.
I mean, my Baltimore over Cincinnati pick is looking beautiful right now. I can say that.
Lions got a gimme coming.
Maybe, nigga. Maybe.
Ain't no damn maybe about it, nigga. That's it over with. Unless Lamar get hurt again.
All right.
Which would also be what I predicted.
All right.
Only time they catch them niggas is when Lamar get hurt.
So you predicting he getting hurt? What are you predicting?
I'm saying if Cincinnati catches them, it'll be because Lamar got hurt. That's what happened the last 2 seasons. Baltimore was on top of them. Lamar gets hurt. Cincinnati overtakes him in the standings.
Yeah.
Now this looked like a Vegas game. This looked real suspicious. It got Bills and Pats.
That was not suspicious. That was a great game.
That was wild. This I mean, I get it's a division game, but Josh Allen and them boys ought to be ashamed of themselves.
And
like,
you know what?
Belichick must have been watching the show or something. Heard us talking that spit last week, talking about is he a good coach without Brady and all that. I think he's heard the chirps and had to show us something real quick.
300 wins.
Have Mac Jones looking like he liked that. Yep, and the 300 wins. Exactly.
That's what I wanted to mention.
That boy Josh Allen is a fraud. I told you Josh Allen is a fraud. That's just all I
Nigga, what Josh Allen got to do with a game-winning touchdown from Mac Jones? Josh Allen did what he was supposed to do.
Check his record in single score games since that epic showdown with Patrick Mahomes.
300 wins is retarded.
That's ridiculous. I was trying to put the math together. Like, how do you even? That don't even. 10 games for 20 years is 200.
You went 16-0 for 10 years in a row, and it's only 100.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, damn. Like, how do you even get to that number?
Wait, let's
this
give
is
you,
just
let's
regular
give you 20
season.
games. Let's give you 20 games going to the Super Bowl for 10 years in a row, and you're still only at 200. Yikes. Shit, man, that's a lot of.
But
damn.
but if you watch that Patriots game, I kind of like saw what the announcer was talking about now. Like when Mac Jones is given some time, he actually, like when he was in the pocket and got time, he was able to get the ball out. It was when he got rushed. Now it's not just that too, but he needs to also be consistent. It was one game. I was happy. It was cool, but it's one game, and he needs to be consistent week in and week out, not just today and then again 6 weeks later. It's not like that. But other than that, he was really efficient on
out
Sunday.
there just cutting loose, man. He was loose. He wasn't like worried about turning the ball over.
I mean, when everybody calling you garbage and calling for your job, what you got to lose out there?
Yeah, and I think he was on that.
Not to mention, like, it's funny how everybody ignored. I mean, again, Mac hasn't looked good, but he also has been kind of treated with the Brady syndrome. Like, Brady's able to win without a true wide receiver one. Mac Jones ain't had no damn wide receiver one since he been there. So I think that's something to look at as well. Cardinals and Seahawks. this was my division, so I'm the only one that was like kind of affected by this.
I'm sorry. Who won?
The Hawks won, and I was pulling for Arizona to keep Seattle
shit.
close.
Good job, Seattle.
That was a great win.
So like I said,
Great win.
Arizona is looking like they tanking. They just had to fool
They
some
didn't get
people
real
with
wins.
a couple strong showings here and there. So that's what they really did.
So this is the collab sweepstakes going on in Arizona.
Well, Caleb's a fraud. So
Damn, we going there already? Man, didn't even finish this season yet.
I've seen enough against ranked opponents for to know, that I don't know what Buckle got going on, but yeah. Give me Drake May, please. Thank you.
Any thoughts on that, Ragu?
I'd love to have Caleb. I'll take Kyler.
Really?
Hell yeah, I'll take
Hell yeah.
what we had at the last.
Like it's better than Brian Hoyer. Right?
Somebody to give us a
Well, we've
shot.
seen Kyler Murray with a receiver one, and it was decent. So I mean, I get what you mean. If
We
it's
need-
Kyler with Adams, then yeah, I could see that. If it's Kyler and no Adams, I don't know.
No, yeah, it's Kyler and Adams and everybody else is there. Well, maybe not Josh.
I'll take him with no Adams. The fuck? Nigga, he's better than any option that we have.
I mean, is he really?
Yeah.
I think that's up for debate.
You forgot about Kyler?
What is there to forget about? Nigga been terrible without Hopkins.
Man, that team is bad. It ain't just
Not at that time they wasn't. You still had, I mean, Buddha been hurt this year, but you still had Buddha. You still had JJ Peterson when he was half decent still.
JJ wasn't. Oh, come on. JJ wasn't shit for Arizona.
That's crazy.
You talking about a safety? What about you talking about you named a D lineman and a safety.
And the DB.
What about on offense?
Who they have
After
offense?
Hopkins left.
I'm talking about after Hopkins left. Yeah, after Hopkins left, yeah, that was a rough receiver corps.
Even their running back situation was like Mickey. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give him nobody to play with. He went to the playoffs. Check that. He threatened playoffs when he had a decent team. But bottom line, yeah, Tyler's way better than any Raider quarterback that we've had in a while. He's better than Carr, and Carr was a quarterback the last 9 years.
I think y'all looking at when he went backyard boogie on y'all, that comeback game when he was out there playing part for that 2-point conversion.
Not even that season. I'm thinking like before that. Tyler before that. The guy that he can give us a chance. Can give us a chance, man. He's you know what I'm saying? Multi-threat. Got another little layer to his game. But we ain't talking about the Raiders, man. Yeah, good job, Seattle. Yeah. Not going to spend a lot of time. Metcalf, yeah, the fantasy people.
All right, let's go. Pittsburgh and the Rams.
So yeah. So I'm glad I had changed my pick when we did the pick'ems because I was correct. Pittsburgh covered.
You was correct because the refs helped you out.
Yeah. Here he go crying. Oh, the refs helped us out. Oh, boo-hoo. Poor,
Great concert at halftime too.
Poor LA. Boo-hoo.
That's what I have to say about this game. Great halftime concert there. Ice Cube.
Yeah, y'all sold everything for that championship. I hope you're proud.
Nigga, what is you talking about? We've competed in every game we played in. It was just, bullshit hiccups here and there at the end of the game.
It's over.
If we wouldn't have got
Somebody
cheated,
said to me that there are more Charger fans in LA than Ram fans. Do you guys agree with that?
I'd have to say it's more Rams.
Me too. Like, not even close. Like, I couldn't believe they were
nah,
saying that.
it's definitely arguable. It's definitely arguable. Y'all niggas didn't see
Yeah?
our parade, did you?
No.
Yeah, we
Or
saw.
That's
we
why. Go
saw
look
that-
at them. Go look at them parade highlights.
Yeah, we saw that little bum ass shit.
Why? Why? It wasn't a lot of people?
It was 100 people.
Because y'all ain't LA.
It was
real-
probably more Rams staff, faculty, and players than it was. It looked pathetic, bro. It looked pathetic. I ain't gonna lie. It was bad.
Oh, wow.
Like it was like a thing of like people were like, damn, like the Rams got a parade, and like we know what the Dodgers and Lakers parade would have looked like if we would actually have one. But then these niggas got a parade, and like that's how y'all show up. Like it was bad. Like to where like LeBron and niggas like that, it was actually speaking out on it. Like it was crazy. So yeah, it's definitely a lot closer than you trying to give it credit for. I don't know what I would like go off of, but I've
So
always
is it fair to say
in LA.
Is it fair to say that in Los Angeles, if the Las Vegas Raiders won the Super Bowl, and let's just say extended the offer to LA to have a parade here, do you think it would be more better attended, more well attended?
Nigga, is this a real question?
Rams?
Is this a real question?
No, I'm serious.
You
though.
know
Like,
the answer to this, Ragu.
I don't think so.
It might be cracking in LA more than it would be in Vegas. Like, what is we talking about?
Wow, that's crazy. They
Wait,
blew it. They blew it.
I honestly, in my heart of hearts, feel like that would look like a Laker parade.
What would?
If
The
Vegas
Raiders?
wins a Super Bowl and they do the parade in LA, I feel like that would look like a Laker parade.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what kind of question is that? You just trying to take a little cheap shot.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I definitely would take off work and all that and be at that shit. But
Exactly.
I don't
Isaiah
know.
would be out here and he in Vegas.
Oh yeah. Nigga, I'll sleep in my car.
I don't even go to the Laker parades, as I've been here for 10 of them to witness them. And they played for like 13 or 14 of them that I saw. The Raiders, yeah, man, I'm taking off work, all that. I'm there if the parade was here. Absolutely.
I'll go a step further. Nigga, there will be a parade, whether they here or not. Nobody's going to work Monday, and it's gonna be cracking all up and through by.
Hey, I think it'll be immediate. I think that shit'll be like right after the game. It'll be some type of
that. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That shit'll be damn near like Nipsey.
The Raiders won the Super Bowl, but they better not even be calling me from work for like next 3 days, bro.
Yeah, I definitely won't be there that Monday.
that nigga Norman tried to take off the Super Bowl Monday the year when the Niners played the Rams. He had already took that spit off just in case.
Damn.
That's another team I think could pack out LA in the parade, but it definitely wouldn't be like the Raiders though.
Oh, the Niners?
Yeah. Shout out to that bum kicker, Mayer, whatever that nigga name is. That nigga was fired expeditiously, which I found hilarious because I didn't know NFL teams actually did that, but it was well deserved. Bro missed like 2-3 field goals and a PAT. And I guess the Rams said, nigga, you had one job and got that nigga up out of there. I don't want to just blame it on that nigga.
Shout out to that gentleman. Grade A job. Top class performance. Love to see it.
That's what was ridiculous. I'm not saying that that's literally why we lost, but I definitely would give it like 50% because we wouldn't even been in that position anyway for it to even get to that 4th and 1 situation that we got cheated on once again. But it sucks, man. We had an opportunity to go into the bye week 4-3, which I didn't even think was possible. But nonetheless, we still only need one more win to break that bullshit record that Isaiah gave us in the prediction episode. So I'll be talking again. Oh, and shout out Mike Tomlin, but F the Steelers. And that's all I got to say on that.
Shout out, Mike. I don't think he got the first either, though, JC.
Definitely didn't, but it was one of those unfortunate situations. Like, again, we shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. We had that game in our hand. So, it is what it is. Move to the next. It sucks not getting those gimme games, but, it happens.
I mean, the Rams go away for 20 years plus. When they left, they were in Anaheim, and they come back to Los Angeles. So I do understand where they probably should have had the parade in Orange County.
This nigga trying to be funny. My mission after that parade was to recruit as much as possible. I'm trying to get the youngins. I'm still trying to get my girl, Lil Man, right now to convert over from them Niners. It ain't too late.
That's what you don't understand, man. Those are the Anaheim Rams, not Los Angeles.
Nigga, no. That's disgusting. Ew. Leave that boy alone. Leave that child alone.
Anaheim
Man, he
Rams.
will not. That boy will not convert. Like, he done seen us win and all that, and I'm like, bro, it's not too late. Like, you can still come on home. He refuses
because he's a real one. He recognizes.
You don't need to do that.
They should have sent the Rams to Vegas and the Raiders to Los Angeles.
There's
still time, Raj. Hey, y'all see Raj's new deal?
I'm glad they didn't. Yeah, I seen that bit. But I'm glad they didn't, because I would have been as miserable as y'all right now.
Raj, like, I'm gonna stay on the job till 70. Man.
All right, let's go to the other LA team. We got Chargers and Chiefs.
He ain't getting no more deals after this. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
We're going to the other LA squad, Chargers and Chiefs.
Chargers and Chiefs. Chargers and Chiefs. Herbert's a fraud.
Mahomes with the 400 plus and 4 tutties. And it's just another day at the office.
It's starting to get a bit exposed, bro.
I told y'all. I've been preaching this for I don't know how long. That
the
Herbert
10 is starting to come off.
Y'all keep.
No.
So what does Herbert have to do with them giving up 30?
Did you see the second half? He was terrible.
Yes, he made his mistakes, but like, why do y'all keep letting the defense slide when it comes to the Chargers? Even in y'all game, the timeout game and all that, like that game, that wasn't Herbert, that was the defense.
Bro, don't go back 2 years.
The Jags, it was the defense. They gave up all them damn points in the 30 points in the second half.
Well, let's not even go back to
keep
January.
letting the defense off the hook.
Let's not go back to January. Let's stick right here in October of 23 right now, bro. All right?
In October of right now, 33, the Chargers have given up more points than anybody in the league.
And why is that? What's happening, JC? Are you watching the games? What's happening there? Huh? Talk to me.
Niggas
they have been in shootouts.
That's what's going on.
So
They
what's
have been
happening
in
here
shootouts.
is that drives are stalling out for the Chargers via missed throws, as you saw on Sunday by Herbert, which leads to the team getting more opportunities and less for the Chargers, which leads to the most points allowed by a defense this year, which would be your Los Angeles Chargers.
That is nasty
Until-
work to still put that all on Herbert. That is
In
nasty
a row.
work, Isaiah, and another level of hate.
Nasty.
Two
work.
weeks
Okay.
in a row, we have saw missed throws.
He
Can
would
we agree?
not. Isaiah would not have that same take he just said right now if Herbert was on the Raiders. Stop playing.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. And we have the same record that we have right now if Herbert was on the Raiders.
This guy has certain Stan accounts as well. And Herbert is certainly one of them.
Herbert definitely is. Herbert's my favorite
Definitely.
quarterback. I've said that.
Bro, we've seen 2 weeks in a row where he's missed throws. Can we at least agree on that?
What quarterback doesn't?
And look, you can't even say, well, yeah, he's missed shit. You asked about other quarterbacks.
I said what quarterback does? Yes, they all do it. But Herbert
I'm
has
saying-
shown more great games than he has bad games.
I'm saying, JC, perhaps they could have won ball games if it weren't for the throws he missed.
Thank you. Preach, Ragu.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Keep preaching. Keep preaching, my brother.
Listen. When Jalen threw the
No,
bad,
I ain't gonna lie. That
last.
last interception, I'm not gonna lie, it did make me cringe a little bit. Like, Herbert, what the F is wrong with you? Type shit. I can admit.
See,
that,
look,
for sure.
are you okay? You feel all right now? Check your forehead. You criticized him. You're fine, right? You're good. You're not breaking out in a sweat or nothing. But when the guy, you got to be able to, like how you do on,
Isaiah
I
just
ain't
be
go-
talking too crazy for Herbert to arguably be better than any quarterback he's seen in his lifetime.
Oh my God! You see what I'm saying? Then you fly off the hook again.
He be talking too crazy for him to be as
You're
good as-
mad. You're
Like
mad.
that wasn't
because
outlandish.
he's a
The shit
fraud.
you just said was outlandish. Come on,
He's exactly who we thought he was.
Dre. Do you hear this shit? The best
Still a lot of
quarterback
football.
you guys have
Still
seen
a lot
in
of
your
football
lives?
left. I'll see y'all at the end of the season regarding my guy, man.
The best
you
QBs
do
they've
that.
seen in their lives. Oh my God, this man, you should. I'm gonna hire you.
I didn't say you.
You
I did not say you.
I know,
said
not me. I know, not me. I caught it. I caught that part at least. I know you would. Oh, I know you would do that.
And then it's like, Mahomes just had another great day at the office. Where's the talk about that? This nigga went straight to Herbert. That's what I'm saying.
Well, all right, yeah, we can talk
400,
about.
404 is good even for Mahomes. That's, you know what I'm saying?
And it
Especially
wasn't
with
in
that
the-
receiver core week in and week out.
And it wasn't in that
Kelsey,
situation that we talked about.
Niggas had to trade to
JC.
get McCole Hardman back.
And it wasn't in a situation. The 404 yards wasn't like a situation like Carr either. They actually was.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He was balling while he was doing that shit. The team was winning while he was doing it.
Oh, and Kelsey as well. 12 catches for the $180 and a tutty.
Yeah, yeah. Fantasy guys.
Yeah, I played him in fantasy, so I had to feel every bit of that.
Yeah. Mahomes was out of sight. Lights out.
Y'all gonna get him one time this year?
Man, I wish I could sit here and and go rah, But
So Mahomes is gonna come to. This is crazy. He's gonna come to LA and Vegas once a year for, at least the next 6, 7, maybe 8 years.
you gotta go see him.
Ain't the West Coast lucky?
I gotta go see the boy.
Yeah, you have to be able to say like you saw. That's like one of the guys, man. You could say like, damn, I saw him at least once in person. You
Yeah.
can tell your grandkids about that type shit.
And I want to. Some of them guys, I was like, you know. Like Brady, I never
Did
saw.
you ever see Brady?
No.
Oh wow.
And
You
didn't
went to a lot of games, even some away games. Why is that?
fuck him, man. I mean, you know,
That's why you didn't go.
All right,
I couldn't do Brady.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
And I know you was a little young, but did you ever get to see Mike when he was in town?
Yeah, we're over there.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
Last
Yes.
night was actually pretty good.
you did get to see Mike in person.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about that off air.
All right. I saw Mike twice first.
Was one of them Washington?
Nah. One
Oh,
was
you saw
a game.
prime peak Mike.
One was Chicago, and one was Magic had this tournament that he used to throw. And,
Oh, yeah?
And Mike got in that shit. Yeah, Mike came. Yeah. Yeah. Midsummer Night's Magic, they used to call it.
Let's go Green Bay and Denver.
Not. Know the rest. But yeah, Denver. I mean, I just feel like it shows how bad a team Green Bay is. They lost to the Raiders and Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Love, you fooled me, son.
Yeah, love how he has something going, man. The first, I mean, could be growing pains, but he has something going in the first few games.
The league is cruel, man.
Right? You see how fast niggas will turn on you once you have a game or two?
Get that little tape out there. You get that little tape put out there, boy. They see what you don't like, and
Yeah.
from that week on, you're gonna get a heavy
That's what
dosage.
it be, huh? Like it's like we get to see what you really are after teams know what's up, and
Yeah.
then we see like, okay, how do you adapt
Yeah.
to that, or how do you adjust to that? You're right. That is a
Yeah.
way to look at it.
That's why
That's
the
why
very,
no matter how
the
good
very
you be
best.
your rookie year, people try to hold off on the takes until like, okay, now that they know, now let's see.
Yeah, the very best are able to.
And then
You know,
and if
every
you do it
time-
through that, then that's when be like, okay, we got a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. And the decors know too. Like, yeah, that's not gonna work on this guy. You know what I'm saying? They know.
Right.
And then that's when they just try to fool you if they can.
So I take it we not spending a lot of time on that.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
just two not really good NFL teams. I mean, let me
Yeah.
just keep it 100. You know.
Yeah, I mean Green Bay. I mean, the
I
reason
mean,
why-
I was shocked to see Denver pull that out still.
I wouldn't say shocked. I thought Green Bay would win.
I felt like with
Shocked.
Green Bay, all that really changed was their quarterback, which is a big difference. But if you're decent enough or good enough, you should be able to win games like this.
And they don't have a running back either, though. He the number one guy.
Aaron Jones?
Yeah, he's still out, right?
No, he played.
He played?
Yeah, him and AJ Dillon.
I'm trying to give
He tried to get him something, huh?
yeah. Like y'all lost to Denver. I mean, but we lost to the Bears and we got blew out by the Bears. So fucking my stuff. Talk about some humble pie.
All right, let's go prime time. You got Miami and Eagles, aka I think the first real game Philly has played outside of the Chiefs. It's the first real game they played in 2 years, and I was impressed.
Here they go.
It was it had the feel of heavyweight bout.
Absolutely. The score didn't tell the story, I don't feel.
It kind of did. What you had was I would put Miami as perhaps a championship level team, but what you had is the more experienced team
Mm-hmm.
getting it done. getting it done. They were able to come up with a few stops against Tua. And Coach Saban. So
this dude, you would never let this go.
All right, man. This is my last time saying something. So.
No, it ain't, nigga. Let them see each other. Let them see each other in the Super Bowl or something.
Coach, why did Jalen have to come out of that game again? It wasn't your play calling. You're sure? All right, whatever.
I mean, they won, didn't they? Like, how can you fault?
Yeah, they won, but I'm saying they would have won with Jalen too. I'm just so happy Jalen won the game the Eagles won the game.
I also wanted to
Byard coming in.
Yeah, they got Byard coming in for a safety, Terrell Edmonds, and a 3rd round pick, I believe.
2024.
Right?
I think it was a 5th and 6th round draft choice.
And a safety, right? Terrell Edmonds in 5th and 6th round. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
Howie's the man.
I also wanted to apologize for something. And it's not because of unfamiliarity. But I had to, sometimes you say something on the show and then you kind of sleep with it at night and you be thinking like, damn, like that was a little disrespectful. That was a little too far. And last week, Ragu asked me, is there 10 quarterbacks who could have took that same team to the Super Bowl, speaking of the Eagles? And I quickly said yes, easily. That was a little disrespectful to Jalen. So I do want to apologize for that. That was a little reactionary. And
appreciate it. You hear that, Jalen?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
It was a little overboard. Even though you never apologized for saying Cam could have took that Bucks team to the Super Bowl or could have won the Super Bowl. But, I digress.
I think I even said Carr.
You specifically, you might have, but you specifically said Cam, though. I remember that. You was basically sound like anybody, and then you threw Cam Newton out there. And you was talking current Cam Newton, too. You wasn't even talking about 2015 Cam.
Definitely 2015 Cam, but yeah, no, I took it a step far. My bad.
Shout out Jalen, man.
Shout out to Jay. Keep doing your thing, man.
But you're right. It was a good power bout. AFC, NFC.
And entertaining.
Very much so. Jerry, what was your thoughts, man? You like to comment on the sorry teams. What's your thoughts on the teams that the casuals know, or the superstar guy? He must have been ready to say some bullshit because they ain't letting him talk.
I'll comment. It was a good showing by both teams. It was. I won't say necessarily sloppy, but it wasn't a clean game. By both teams. Some things that they could have done better for both sides, but the brotherly shove shows its head yet again.
Bit of some bullshit, and that needs to be removed expeditiously. That's what is not. My bad. That involves
you're upset because your team cannot do it. You're upset because your team cannot do it.
Nobody else does that bullshit because it's like who the F does that?
Because nobody else.
That's not even like a play, bro. I bet you that spit be going in 2 years. I bet you that spit.
Nobody has a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, and nobody has an offensive line like the
bro. Nigga, I could be the quarterback if 3 niggas that I got 900 pounds behind me, pause, that push me over an inch. Nigga, anybody could do that. What is we talking about?
Nah, but real quick, just to get my quick thought in, overall, I thought it was an interesting game to watch between the two. Both quarterbacks, did what they needed to do, made some nice pass completions. My only thing is you can see where Miami needs to work. You can see what areas Miami needs to, kind of work on both sides of the ball, and same with Philly. Philly got the win, but, it wasn't all perfect, like Isaiah said. Most of the game was good. Most of it, was kind of shaky.
Let me say that when Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey come back, Miami's gonna be a lot to deal with, bro.
Absolutely.
JC, my thing is, so if it's so easy and 18 can do it, why don't they?
I think a lot of teams don't do it because of the backlash behind it. Like you got teams that like they do the split where they motion the tight end and have the tight end help with the push. That split is cool. That happens. Like there's times where you just get caught up in the mix of it, and then you help push your team over. Sometimes the defense accidentally does it. But that bull split they do with having 3 niggas right behind the quarterback and literally all you about to do is just push this nigga over the line. Like there's no way to guard that without killing yourself damn near. That's why I bet you that split be gone. There's no skill involved in that at all.
Our linebacker got hurt Sunday for the
Bears. Y'all just got hurt from a team trying this split. They about to get rid of that, bro.
That's some hating ass shit, man.
Hey, you ain't had to play against it yet, so.
You guys want no tush push?
Because I didn't really. No, I'm saying I said that's cool. It's just the way that they doing it.
No, I'm just saying on the negotiation tip, you guys want no tush push. We want no franchise tag for running back.
I mean, we could have. Why we can't ask for both?
Because we also gonna want all grass and no more turf, and they're gonna ask for 18 games in return. It's all give and take, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, 18 games is crazy.
You want all grass.
I say it's just different when I used to see that brotherly shove split. I didn't think much of it. I used to see it and be like, damn, it seems like that split don't never get stopped. And it never does, if I'm not mistaken. But when I had to play against that split, you don't know how irked I was, especially because they got the split like right before halftime. We lost because of that. Because we gave up that bull split touchdown right before halftime for them doing that garbage.
Wham. That's all I hear. Wham.
Yeah, okay. Wait till you play against them niggas. Let's see I don't even know if y'all to compete like we did against them anyway, but let's see how you feel when you play against that split. Ragu, where you stand on that?
On what?
Brotherly shove. That gay name they gave it.
I'm not sure, man, because the Raiders ain't been in the picture to a point where that play, somebody running that play on us is a big deal. So to be honest with you, I got Jalen on 2 of my fantasy teams, and when they do it on the goal line, I'm
oh, you love it,
yeah. So I'm somewhere in between. Yeah,
I was one of the teams. I was a victim of that on the goal line.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in between. Yeah, maybe somebody's gonna get hurt and do that shit again, Jalen.
Do you feel like that split is skill?
There is a degree of skill to it. Yeah, can't anybody just do it. Like the old linemen and all that. Yeah, it's definitely something you have to practice and rehearse, if you would.
So you saying it's worse because the Eagles have the best line in football when they do it?
Yeah, keep them out of 3rd and short, bro. Keep them out of 3rd and short.
Fair point there.
Teams are tired of them using that play, then keep, like Laragu said, keep them from 3rd and short situations. Don't complain because you can't stop it.
That's literally the only way to stop that shit. Keep them from that 3rd and yard, 3rd and less than a yard.
And if something's 100%, then that should tell you something's wrong with it.
Did you clear that right foot or anything again? No, it's still kind of yeah.
So it looks like the game that me and you was calling for, D, where we were saying move that off of Monday night, ended up being a great show bout. More specifically from your guy. Because he showed up and showed the hell out. We got Niners and Vikings.
Hey, so Man, are y'all gonna put,
On prime time. The
are
thing
y'all
they
gonna
say
put
he's
some
terrible.
respect? Are y'all gonna put some respect on my guy's name, man?
And I'm like, years. But
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
ain't gonna
Jerry
lie.
Swift.
Kirk balled out.
Hey, man, the most disrespected man in the NFL. Hey, that was a Vegas one too. Well, everybody had Niners too.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the Vegas games for sure.
Yeah, Vegas,
Like
ate,
Minnesota wasn't supposed to have no action in that game.
Vegas ate off that one.
What's y'all thoughts on Purdy? How he played?
I was gonna say,
Coming a little back down there.
But still be like, just kind of hang back and
I was gonna say too with Purdy, he's the game was on. It was in his hands. Excuse me. The game was in his hands, and when it came down to it, he threw that late interception.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes me. That's what I was kind of saying about Purdy. It's like when they have one of them situations, how is he gonna respond to that? You know what I mean? Now, granted, there was no Debo, but
But also, I think they showed defensively on the Niners what you do to counter their D is kind of max pro and attack number 7. Max pro attack number 7, man. They did it with the rookie. They did it with the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play action off that. Speaking of play action, Minnesota, they should get Dalvin Cook back, man. Let's just stop playing. Let's let bygones be bygones and go ahead and call the Jets and get Dalvin back because they don't need him.
And shout out to Jordan Addison.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he did his thing.
We watched him break out right before our eyes. Like he was tearing what's his name up? Dude that just got big award. He was tearing that nigga up.
Yeah. Just attack him, man. Block up Bosa and those guys and go 1-on-1 out there on that dude, man.
I mean, no, he's been playing good this season, though. It's just for whatever reason, he got the best of him last night.
It looks even better when you have a good game against somebody like the 49, team like the 49.
Right. Any
But shout out to Captain Kirk, man. Put some respect on his name. Purdy's
I ain't gonna lie, you've been hitting on the stuff you've been saying. You've been looking good this season thus far.
And Purdy came down to earth a little bit, and Shanny, all of that shit I was telling you last week about that McCaffrey left, McCaffrey right, screen pass, swing pass to McCaffrey. I told you. Eventually you was gonna have to find somebody else. And he although he balled and scored, he wasn't the same.
I think he scored twice.
Fucking 15 straight ball
16
games.
games, 16 straight games, yeah.
Like OJ Simpson's type shit. But I'm telling you, the usage rate.
Any thoughts on that game, Isaiah?
Jordan Addison had his coming out party. Pause.
That
Put on
nigga really paused that. That's crazy.
He got a huge game. I think he had like 9 to like 11 receptions, something like that. And well over 100
with
yards.
a buck 20, couple tugs.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, the Vikings are sitting all right after opening the season very abysmal. Everybody was kind of telling, oh, y'all should sell it off. Y'all should trade everybody. But now there's a little bit of glimmer of hope at the end. I think the 49ers will still be fine.
And they did it without Justin Jay, too.
Yeah. The 49ers will be fine.
I wonder what the spread was on that game. I know we probably discussed it on here. I think it was like 8.5 or 9 or something like that.
It was probably 8.5, 7.5, 1 or 2.
Let's say it was
And I'm sure nobody picked
7.5,
Miami on that.
maybe 7.5.
So, but both teams will be all right. The Vikings have somewhat of a winnable stretch coming up here these next 4 games, so it'll tell what the rest of their season will look like. What happens?
I mean, if Cousins plays like that, I mean, but that's the thing. Is he gonna play like that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he play like he's one of the bottom 10, and sometimes he plays like he's top 10. It just depends on which Cousins shows up.
Yeah.
Hey, I was right about the over on the Raider game. Right? It was 37, right? 37.5, I think. That shit went over, but yeah.
Yeah, because of the other team.
Real
Yeah,
quick, I
hey.
love TJ Hawkinson, man. That was
Over's
a great
over.
addition for Minnesota.
Yeah, Hawkinson's that's turning out to be a really good pickup for him, to say the least.
I like Hawkinson, and I like that kid Laporta as well in Detroit.
Mhm.
They got a nice
Ooh.
young tight end.
Before we move on, I forgot to give Tyrod Taylor a shout out. He is the first African American to start at quarterback for the New York Giants and win a game.
What?
Shout out to Tyrod Taylor. The New York Giants ain't never had no
Ain't
black
no
starting
way,
QB
bro.
win a game. That's true.
I promise.
Bro, that
Yikes.
got to be one of the most mind-blowing stats. That's crazy.
Damn, Big Blue.
How old is the Giants?
Since
They one of the oldest teams in the National Football League.
since 1925.
So what? They just be getting quarterbacks and they be there for damn near 20 years every time?
No, that's not it. Yeah. Damn, Big Blue.
That's
saying
a crazy stat, bro, in 2023.
That's a mouthful. Paul. Damn, that's unbelievable, kind of.
That is. Any last thoughts on week 7?
Tyrod Taylor is the first black quarterback to win a football game.
That's
for
what-
the
yeah,
New York
that's
Football
wild.
Giants. Wow, I remember that. I just got to remember that fact.
Yeah, he's the first starting quarterback. For I believe they've had somebody sub in and still win the game, but rather
So start the game and finish the game.
he's the first one.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, still in McVay we trust. I didn't even think we'd be at 3-4 right now. So it would have been nice to go into the bye week 4-3, but we'll take it. And I'm sure we got a soft schedule coming up somewhat, considering how bad we were last year. So I ain't predicted wild card or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just want action at it. You know what I'm saying? I predicted 8 wins. Looks like we should get that. And that's all I can really say, man. We got to go in next summer.
I just want to say I hate our guard play on offense and our interior defensive line play. So right where it counts, the Raiders are trash.
All right, man. NBA is back. And if I'm not mistaken, we are like 10 minutes away from NBA Premier Week. And just a few things we're going to address. I want to apologize to the fans, first of all. I pulled a super, shut up, Isaiah. I pulled a super duper bonehead move, man. We had a great
bonafide jackass.
We had a great episode that we had put together for NBA predictions. And there was this one little small, very big problem. And I forgot to hit the record button. And the times just didn't match after that, and we weren't able to get it done. So I apologize for that. And hopefully when we get to, the level that heights we're gonna reach one day, that's a situation we'll be able to laugh at one day. But it hurts like hell right now. But we just got to keep it pushing. And yeah, again, my apologies for that. We
What
won't be able
happened
to
last
deliver.
week? You didn't record it?
We did the NBA predictions episode on Thursday, and I forgot to hit record. So
I wouldn't.
as you can see, when we came in here today, it was already recording because I had to switch the settings up and all that, so something like that don't happen again. And all I could do is learn from it. And we'll have plenty of great NBA content throughout the season. There's some things that I have in mind that I'm going to discuss with the guys in the coming weeks and all of that to try to make up for that in some type of way. Yeah, but before we get up out of here, man, and go watch us some hoops, we're going to discuss a couple of the things that took place within the last week. We got Iguodala, who officially announced his retirement after 19 years. Let's start off with the great things. Obviously one of the most athletic players we've ever seen. He's had a couple of times where he was the best player on his squads that made playoffs type split. He gave us, that classic series between the Celtics back in 2012. Obviously we all know about the Finals MVP in 2015. And being one of the key components of that dynasty, getting cracking. It was him swallowing his pride and deciding to come off the bench for the Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green fit of how they, that was what kicked it all off. So shout out to Iggy. I just wanted to start with the good spit. Anything y'all could, comment on regarding Iggy on his way out?
Yeah, like you said, he'll be remembered for his athleticism. He had some great in-game dunks, especially in his Sixer days. There's one crossover when he was playing for the Nuggets where he did a behind the back, in and out crossover in the front. Oh my gosh, and just left his defender just boy. Yeah, shout out Iggy, man. Wish you a happy retirement. I'm glad you didn't do the Udonis Haslem thing and sit on the bench till you were 80. So
Right. Iggy, I'll go back a little further, give him even more props of his battles with Kobe. Back when he used to play for the Sixers, when he first came into the league, when he was like a defensive mostly guy and could, just a guy that could play, man. So kind of a Laker killer. So in that regard, I'm not the huge fan, but a good NBA player, man. Great career, bro. Shout out to you, man.
yeah.
He was definitely one of the few guys who used to give Kobe trouble, along with the Sean Marions and Tony Allens, Raja Bell, those type of guys. Even Battier too. A lot of niggas don't remember those Houston battles. Battier used to give Kobe trouble as well. But now to the bullshit. Now that we got the good stuff out the way, will Iggy make the Hall of Fame?
Oh, that's a good ass question. Because the Basketball Hall of Fame is a bit,
Yeah, they done got soft over the years for sure. The fact that it's even possible, you know what I'm saying, that tells you, you know what I'm saying, what you need to know.
I'll say no.
And I'm sure he has stats better than some of the guys in there, but context.
He has the one All-Star, a couple All Defensives, and an All Rookie with the.
He only got one All-Star?
One?
Yep.
Iguodala only made one All-Star game?
Mm-hmm. In 2011, 2012, when he played for his last year in Philly.
Man, it ain't no way. I don't know why I felt like he made at least 2-3. Because he was the guy.
11, 4, and 4.
Didn't Drew Holiday make it 1 year over there? Oh, he had left by then. He went
We
to
can't
Denver.
just let everybody in, bro. We can't just let everybody in. So, we like Andre.
I mean, it seemed like that's what they've been doing.
That's going to be a no for me. I mean, they do the whole basketball Hall of Fame thing, but
so what about the championships? Those don't count for nothing.
I get what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
no, they're not going to put D Fish and Robert Horry in there.
And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's a Finals MVP who hasn't made the Hall of Fame.
Well, there's going to be.
I mean, off times we know for sure it won't be first ballot, but sometimes they get a little bored. 10, 20 years after a nigga retire, you know what I mean? But then again, it's like Robert Horry still hasn't gotten in.
They get he's not getting in. He wasn't a Hall of Fame.
But Robert Horry has also never been the best player on his team either. So it's like
he shouldn't get in. The fuck are we talking about?
You let Rob in, you gotta let D Fish in.
So it sounds like it's gonna be a no from everybody on the panel.
I got no equal dollar to the Hall of Fame. And I like it. I like Andre.
I do like Iggy, but pause. But nah, partner.
Any thoughts on the Giannis extension?
Get paid, y'all nigga. Get paid.
60 plus. Woo! Woo!
And we were actually just talking about how it was interesting to watch to see on the episode that is never going to come out. How it was interesting to see that he still hadn't signed the extension yet, even though they went and got Dame pretty much after he was complaining about needing more help. But he decided to sign a 3-year.
Takes a little time.
Yeah, he decided to sign a 3-year extension with an option on the 3rd year, if I'm not mistaken. So it seems like he is still kind of, looking
Takes a
to
little time for
see what happens first.
And everybody to get lined up on stuff, man. But 63 mil, whatever the hell is it, don't grow on trees. And once Dame came,
I mean, and he deserves every penny.
Woo! Shit.
Every single. If there's any player that does, in my opinion, literally the best player in the NBA right now. So I mean, he deserves every penny and some.
Giannis said, "Back that shit up." The Brinks truck, that is.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, shout out to Giannis, man.
There's no argument Milwaukee can possibly have to not give him that. None at all. You can't go out. You can't try to talk about injury. You can't talk about playoff performing. There's nothing you can literally say. He's delivered you a championship and took you out of mediocrity that you were sitting in for quite a while.
Ever since I can remember.
Yeah, so there's no argument to not that just would have been ridiculous.
They made a couple runs with Big Dog and them, I think, but yeah, they largely just irrelevant.
But I'm ready to see. I feel like it's one of the more interesting situations to see how it plays out this season. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. PG just got a conversation going, Paul George. Is Westbrook still right now a top 20 to 25 player in the league?
No. No. No.
Oh wow. Care to explain, Isaiah?
You want me to name them? I mean,
yeah, that's what I would say. Can we get 24 guys that you can rattle off?
I don't think I can name 24 players who I flat out can say you are a better
Stop.
basketball player than Russell Westbrook.
Stop fucking playing with me, dog. Like, nah, man. All right.
I mean, did you see the playoffs when he was by himself?
Don't give a shit. I do not give a shit.
Take the Laker Russell Westbrook out your mind for a second.
Okay. LeBron, AD, Steph, Tatum, Brown, Kawhi, PG, Luka, Kyrie, Shy, Dame, Giannis, Joel,
Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler.
Jokic.
Look like you finna start struggling, pal.
Jokic, Jamal Murray.
I mean,
KD,
hold on.
KD, Booker.
My bad. KD, Booker. I'll take Anthony Edwards over him. That's 21.
It starts to get sketch. It
Trae
starts to
Young.
get sketch.
I don't know
Anthony
how much I
Towns.
agree with Jamal Murray either, but continue.
Anthony Towns, Carl Anthony Towns.
Trae Young, Carl Anthony Towns,
Trey, hold on.
De'Aaron Fox.
Hold on. What does Trae Young do that's supposed to be so much better right now than if Westbrook was to have his own team and he the only one there? Westbrook would be averaging a triple-double easily.
They the same nigga, except Trae Young shoots better and Russell Westbrook rebounds better. That's it.
I disagree.
You wouldn't say Westbrook defends better?
I would.
I mean, he hardly plays defense anymore, so.
Oh my gosh, you one of those. You sound like a boomer. You sound like me, nigga.
That's
So
what-
top 25 might be a stretch. Top 30, I say yeah.
I mean, after Isaiah just listed those players, I would say he's top 25. I probably wouldn't put him in the 20s, but I definitely would say 25. I feel like Jamal Murray and Trae Young is arguable over
That's crazy. But Donovan Mitchell is where we
yeah, that what?
Did we
Are you
say Jimmy
kidding me?
Butler? Did we say Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
said Butler. He said Butler.
Tyrese Halliburton, Ja Morant.
That's like the same. Ja, yeah, I'll give you Ja. Ja is a younger Westbrook right now.
Brunson
No. Hell no.
last year.
You can make an argument for Brunson.
Last year he was
Nigga,
better.
no. Nigga, no.
Shit.
I'm not doing this with y'all. No.
Last year he was better. Shit. No, it's not even a fucking.
If we're going off situation, yes. But I feel like if you put
what
we
about the
seen-
Garland kid?
I just seen the playoffs and what Westbrook can do against a top tier team when it's just him out there.
He's somewhere around 27, 28.
I'm putting him 25.
I'll put that nigga at 30.
There's not 25 players in the NBA better than Westbrook.
I'll put him at like 32, nigga.
Late 30?
He said 32.
Oh,
I'm saying in between 25. I say there's 25 guys that I rather have.
I think rather have and better basketball players two different things, though.
All right, I'll give you that. Better than 20.
No. There's no way. There's no effing way.
If we go through it again, it does got. So when Isaiah was going, it got sketchy at about 22.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even think before Isaiah started naming niggas off, I didn't even think we was gonna be able to get to 20. He did name a solid 20. I'll give him that. It did start getting a little sketchy with a few of the names he named toward the end. I'm like,
I agree. At about 22, the engine starts sputtering a little bit. And it got a little sketchy.
Do y'all believe that Pat Riley was not actively trying to trade Tyler Hero this summer? Because that's what he's trying to claim now.
Yeah, because he was trying to fleece.
So was it like a real offer? You feel like?
Right. He was saying he's trying to say now that Tyler Hero was never on the table, and people are saying like, okay, well, he's just trying to say that so so Hero don't feel away. But it's like
So
if the way the news was out there, if he feels like you're flat out lying, that I feel like does just as much damage.
when they was trying to get Dame, yeah, his ass was. I mean, come on, Pat. Come on, Ralph.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like if you're probably gonna do the opposite of damage of what you think you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nigga, if you'll lie about something so simple like that, you'll lie about anything.
Half the team was on the block when they was in the Dame sweepstakes.
Everybody but Butler probably was up for discussion. I'm not saying they was gonna trade Bam, but I'm sure everybody was up for discussion.
Paul Allen, the late Paul Allen's wife, wasn't having them boo-boo scraps. They was trying to get together in Miami. But Hero definitely was on the block. Knock it off, Riles.
He also wait, hold on. I just thought of something though. He also could be trying to boost his trade value right now. Because sometimes they'll do that. They'll claim somebody's untouchable just to, raise their value.
Listen, who we talking about here, man?
Slick talking Pat.
Pat been around a long time, man. He know how to work the whole thing. He knows how to work the whole thing. He played in the NBA, crying out loud.
How do y'all feel about it's going around that Silver is considering bringing back the East versus West format?
Man, it don't matter what that man do, man. The All-Star game is dead.
Yeah, and no Saber in it.
It don't matter what happens. That shit is dead.
Yeah, because it's like you can't incentivize them with money. So it's like, what can you do?
I like East versus West. I don't know. Let's go East versus West and keep the format like it is.
The
like
game it's still you still got to pick your guys or I mean I don't know.
No.
It'll be East and West.
No, East West, and then we still how they play the score.
Oh, okay. To where there's always a game winner.
Yeah. I like East West. I grew up on there.
What do you think is possible for them to ever get to like that 0-1 game with Iverson and all them, and when they had that comeback? Do you think it'd ever get back to that?
I think so. And what you got to do is we got to limit all this moving around, man. We got to let the kids fall in love with teams and not just players. You feel me?
It's a lot of grown niggas I know like that too. Like everybody always has a football team, but there's a lot of people I know who just like, man, I just follow this guy. That's my, you know what I'm saying? Wherever he go, that's where I'm going.
But that guy is going to play his career and retire. And what, then you're going to have another guy? Like, I never understood that guy that says that. Like, the dudes, they come and go. So how you just going to say you're just a fan of this guy?
I mean, there will always be another guy.
The next guy?
Yeah.
Man, I like...
any player we can name from the 90s or thousands, there's somebody right now we can name that's comparable to them.
I like plenty of guys, pause. But I'm a Laker fan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was a fair pause. That was a fair pause right there.
Yeah, so I don't like I'm a fan of players, man, but all that, yeah, I only watch the NBA because I like this particular player. Nah. That's what I'm saying. We need to go away from that back to where when you was growing up as a kid, you had teams that you was invested in.
But there's always been a lot more movement, I feel like, in NBA than other sports too. And I think that's another thing that probably rubs fans the wrong way.
That's a fairly recent, last 10-year thing, man. Yeah, absolutely. It does rub. I know fans like me, been around a long time, definitely know it rubs us the wrong way. Guys moving around. You can't even fucking keep up who's where.
All right, and then last question. Will James Harden finish this season as a 76er?
So he is going to start the season as a Sixer, but that ain't your question. No.
I had a take that I did on our last show. Again, that's never coming out. That he might not even be in the league 2 years from now.
So somebody's going to buy the expiring contract for some draft capital is what I think is going to happen to him. I'm with you. He's just about done.
Yeah. And it's not because of lack of skill, but more so lack of fit. Either the team is so bad that they don't want you because you're not improving or hurting it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you hurting the lottery system we trying to get going in young players, or the contending teams feel like, nigga, you're not him for our situation. Like you're gonna make it worse, not help.
And for him to stick around, he's gonna have to take a massive pay cut. Massive. Or
and an ego check, which we know he's not gonna do. So
a definite ego bump down for sure.
Yeah. He's gonna have to do what Dwight did in 2020.
You got a strong take right there. He may be gone. He want to go hang out with the rappers and shit anyway.
Right. And he's good. He signed some of the biggest contracts in NBA history. Like I'm sure he's good. You know.
Oh my God, man. He should be so squared away as far as that go.
Yeah. Before we get up out of here, and Isaiah, I know you gave it already, but you know this is the official tape. Can we get a Final Four and NBA Final Champion?
Nigga,
before we go.
Wow.
Well, no. Shit. What did I say? I think I had Lakers and Nuggets versus Bucks Celtics, and I got the Bucks versus Lakers with the Bucks winning in 7.
You got somebody beating us, nigga? I'm gonna go Milwaukee and Cleveland. I believe that was my pick. Milwaukee and Cleveland.
Trying to be controversial.
You said what?
You trying to have a hot take. Go ahead though.
No, I mean, I had Cleveland going. I had them making a run last year. It's just they disappointed me. But I think they got that experience out their system, and they have a very well constructed roster right now. I'm going Milwaukee, Cleveland, and for the West, I'm gonna go Lakers. I'm gonna go Lakers and Phoenix. And I'm going to go Milwaukee. Yeah, so I guess I'm ultimately going to end up where Isaiah did. Milwaukee and the Lakers. And I'm going to go Lakers in 7. I'll go Lakers at 6 because we got more depth in Milwaukee.
So I'm thinking that the Lakers are going to be in the bracket. I know what you're doing. They're going to be in the bracket with Denver at first. So Denver they'll meet in the semis. So it would have to be Phoenix at the bottom. Pause. So we're going to do Lakes, Phoenix, and Boston and Milwaukee. And then we're going to Dre is not on here right now, but we're gonna get some shit settled. Lakers gonna raise their 18th.
Damn, I just realized. See, and you never called me a Cleveland stan. I got them going Final Four in both sports right now.
You know what? It hadn't dawned on me. It hadn't dawned on me. Like, what the fuck, bro? You gonna move to Cleveland? Let's call.
They got some good
Tyrell.
things
Call
going on
Tyrell,
right now,
tell him-
man.
Tell him JC on the way. He needs somewhere to crash. Yeah, he on the Cleveland tip.
Again, another apology for the NBA prediction that was promised. But we're gonna keep it rolling, and we're gonna get this thing to a level to where again we could laugh about that one day, and we'll have plenty of great NBA, NFL, MLB, and combat content going on in the future. But thank y'all for tuning in with us the way y'all have been thus far. Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can take this to the furthest extent. I'm so effing ready to go watch some basketball, more specifically some Laker basketball at 7:00 tonight. It's time to set it off. I believe we start with what? Denver and Phoenix right off the gate is our first two matchups. So I'm excited, man.
It's a trip the Lakers playing at this time. It's like an off time. You know what I mean? They don't play it like maybe on the weekend they would play at 4:45. But anyway.
Oh, well, yeah, that's probably because you know they're getting their rings and all that shit.
Yeah, they want to put it on the national stage. It's the Lakers.
But
It's the Lakers.
But yeah,
wanna put
man,
the
thank you
lights
to
on the
my
national
brothers for coming out. Dre had to go because his phone had died out or something because he's out and about. But thank you, Dre, for pulling up. My brother Isaiah, my big dog Ragu.
Yes, sir.
Go Lakers, go Rams, go Dodgers. Peace.
Lakes. Dodgers, Raiders, Lakes.